Uh, what is with the what the heck is that? All right, so yeah, I'm need to check if this is on my softbox. Just give me a sec, all right? Uh, I'm still not feeling very well, so sorry if can't hear what I'm saying. Yeah, let me enter the description thing. This is the copy one now. What's that called? Patriot. This is not the Patriot. That happens going on. Mix that up. I would understand. Anyway. Really. No, not really. Patreon. So let's talk about the website and what I've been up to. I've been sick for like a week, and I just got back to work. Just give me a sec, right? So yeah, if you can hear very well, you hear it, you know I'm actually grasping for breath because I probably have some sort of like pneumonia or whatever. Probably not that serious, but I just been coughing and sneezing like whole time, the whole week, and I also have like a headache and stuff. Well, the doc says it's some sort of like nasty flu or cold or viral infection, but I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I'm feeling not good, but at least okay for now. So yeah, so I'm just gonna, and I just started to just give me a second. Stupid cat, what are you doing? And I just started, editing because I just got back to work yesterday, and I have to be in editing as well because this is just another cut of a movie. So yeah, I'm still affected by the drug, so I may not talk a lot, and if I talk, it may not make sense. If that's that's the problem. So anyway, yeah. So Police Simulator. Actually, now let's go back to the website first. We are getting the website done in a week, and we may actually have that back up 1 week, so you can go back to our website and buy the movie. We abandoned the Gumroad store, nothing there. We probably will do some like not so fetishy. I don't know, but I mean, like usually YouTube is the one that say that you can't do this stuff, but now Gumroad just banned us. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, we gotta go back to our website, and then we will be releasing the Agent Calico 19, the same part, or the full part this time. I mean, the full movie. You can just replace it. Around maybe in 10 days because I'm still not very good. I've been working, but it's not that easy to work when you're on drugs. And I'm taking a break now from working, so that's why I'm on. And so that you guys know I'm not dead yet, because you're like a few of them. Ava told me a few of them like saying that what's wrong with the director. Probably you guys don't care about me, you just care about the movie. But anyway, yeah, that's fine. I mean, you're like, so yeah, Police Simulator. That's the update of the website. The work side. So Police Simulator. I think they just put it on the. This game is actually on my wish list for a very long time. I wish listed when it comes out, and I'm just waiting for the good time to buy it. And now I don't want to buy it because they put it in what's that called? PS Plus catalog. I may need to buy the all the downloadable content like police car, but the base game is free. If you have PS Plus, you can play it. So, well, I don't know because I watch it and I watched somebody play online. I don't think they actually did a very good job. So I'm thinking of I'm waiting on them to have a bit polishing. I mean, have the game a bit polish the game a bit before I buy it, and they have been releasing enough material. So, but then I mean, it won't hurt now because they just released it on PS Plus. So yeah, it's free. I may buy it if my gameplay. I'm gonna play a few, and this is gonna be a Monday. But since Monday I'm still sick, so I didn't play. So I'll play this one next Wednesday. Well, given if I'm not dead or not getting in the hospital or something, I will play like Monday, Wednesday, go back to Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule. And then I'm gonna play this one on Monday and then go back to what's it called? Oh, maybe I will play this next Friday because I'm thinking the Resident Evil 3 is almost done. I need to check the save, but it's really, really close to finish. And yeah, if I can finish Resident Evil 3 this weekend, not this weekend, I'm not going to play it weekend. So then I'll probably play this on next Friday. Because that's it. There's a slot open. Or maybe I will play Resident Evil 2. I don't know. It depends. Well, anyway, let's start, eh? So I used to be a police officer for like 10 years. Like before, or doing, I went to war. And then I was like a reserve. Well, I joined the ROTC when I was in college. And then I worked as a full-time police officer for like 2 years before I actually got deployed and stayed full-time in the army. And then afterward, I go back to the policing. And then, then I come here in Australia. Anyway. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to see if I get like some good vibes on this game or something. I don't know. And my cats want to come to. My cat wants to sit on my lap and watch me play. So I'm gonna let it happen. Stupid cat. Stupid cat said catch all the bad guys. I don't know because you're like. What I saw this game was they don't even let you shoot the gun. You have a sidearm, you have a pistol, but they don't let you shoot it. They don't let you shoot taser as well. So, well, in reality, it's very hard, but to actually even draw your weapon because you have to write a lot of reports, like every arrest, every action you do, whenever you turn on the body cam. Well, back in the days when I was a police officer, don't have body cam, but anyway, yeah. When you have to turn on the body cam, then you have to write a report on that. So when you draw a firearm, you have to write a report to justify your action. Why you draw a firearm, why do you draw your taser? You have to write a report to justify everything. Like, what did you see? What give you the reason to put that with suspicions? You can see, like, you can't just say, I want to detain you. You have to have a reason. So what they call in law enforcement, so probable cause in the U.S. and in Australia, it's called suspicion. So the funny thing is, people say America have a lot of police power, but actually no. I can tell you that I didn't. I wasn't a police officer in Australia, but I actually teach in a New South Wales Police Academy few section. They actually have a lot more power than the American police because like America, you get the Fifth Amendment, you got Fourth Amendment. They actually prohibit a lot of things the police should do to you. They can't go into your home. They have to have a reasonable doubt. They can actually have you post do what we call intrusive search on you, unless you have a warrant. Where were you a cop? I was a cop in Pennsylvania. A small cop called is in the Allegheny County. So yeah. No. Anyway, yeah. CPD. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Yeah. And then I teach New South Wales Police Academy for interrogation technique. But anyway, yeah. Go back to the original question. U.S. police, you don't have a lot of power to detain, but in Australia, you can actually detain people when you think there's something wrong, and there's an implied consent as well. So in the state, you can actually pull people over, say can I do a blood test, breath test, breathalyzer? You can't do that. You have to have a reason. You have to look at the person and believe he's actually or she is actually drunk. You have to be have a bloodshot eye, incoherent speaking, like I'm now, or smell of alcohol. In Australia, no. You can just pull people over, doing what they call random breath check. And because in Australia, you have some sort of implied consent. So when you get a license, you consent to be searched. You consent, well, not searched, but I mean, you consent to be detained by the police for whatever reason. They can do what we call a speed trap. They can do a random breath and drug test. They can do a random spot search. They can even pull you over to see if you have a license. You don't need to be speeding. You don't have. In the state, you have to be you have to have at least a probable cause. They can pull you over. Like you have a busted tail light. You have a plate that expired or tag that expired. You have to expire tag, what we call, or you have some sort of warrant on your arrest with that car registered. I mean, anything they have to have. Otherwise, they can't even pull you over. You have to, because that's what we call, because that's in the state is illegal seizure. Even detainment is a seizure. But in Australia, they look at you differently. You don't need to actually have a probable cause. You just have suspicious. It's very low standard than probable cause. Say a police officer can put you aside and search you for knife if he suspect you have something to do with knife, like knife crime, you have an illegal knife at you or whatever on your body or whatever. But yeah. So yeah. So if you think American police is overpowered, I mean, wait until you come here in Australia, and then you will know what do you mean by police brutality. Well, not brutality per se, but they have a lot of power, and a lot of the time the Australian police, they actually abuse those power. Very famous New South Wales cop called Raptor 13 or something. Oh, that's a call sign. I don't know. People hated him. And then you have a lot of corrupt police officers as well. But yeah, mess up here and there. These are suspicious to search people though in Australia today. Not reasonable. Say well, the term is the same, but the definition is different. In America, reasonable suspicious is probable cause. So if all right, actually that's my personal experience, right? When I was a cop in the state, if I walk down the street and then the icon, the intercom, the dispatch, say there's a burglary, blah blah blah. Next street I'm walking around, and then they just then they will give you a suspect description, right? So I can literally, if I see someone on that street where the crime occurred, and then I see some people that match the description. That's reasonable suspicion that because you match that description, all right? So, what's that? Yeah. So you can say like, oh, you have like a 6'1" male, white. I'm actually describing that guy. Bushy brow, the guy on the screen, you're looking at the police officer. Bushy brow, brown eyes, 6'1", wearing a shirt, a dark shirt. He's wearing a police uniform, but anyway, yeah. And then if I see that guy, I can detain him, all right? But I can't detain like a black guy, or I can't detain like a guy with no eyebrow. That's not reasonable. But in Australia, that's my personal experience, right? I once walked out of my home, got detained by a police officer at night. My home, like outside my home, got detained by a police officer, asked to see my driver license. I asked what's the clause. We say, oh, because I just want to see a driver license. What they call is something like proactive policing technique. You don't have to have a class. You don't have to say like, okay, my street, somebody actually burglarizing it. They just think like, all right, night 10 o'clock in the evening, you got a dude walk down the street carrying a bag. Well, I was carrying a bag. Well, I always carry a bag. You look suspicious, I can detain you. You don't need to be well, that's reasonable for them. But in America, that would not be reasonable in America in the sense that you're going to get crap if you do that in the US. Is that clear? I mean, that's just this is the same term, reasonable suspicions, but that would be, the thing is, like, in America, I would want to say it's a passive reasonable suspicion. So if someone actually doing something suspicious, like, then you match the criteria, I see what you get. Yeah. If someone actually doing something suspicious in the criteria, that makes sense. Like if somebody actually break into a house or whatever, and then I walk by, as police officer walk by, and then they just like, all right, that guy matched the description, I can stop him. But in Australia, at least in the New South Wales, I don't know what other states do. At least in the New South Wales, if they see you doing something suspicious, it doesn't matter if there's actually an actual thing that back up. It could not have been like have a car break in or house break in the 25 square kilometers actually. They can still stop you because you act suspiciously. But in the state, that won't be enough because we have to have a reason to stop the people saying like, what's the probable cause? Because somebody acts suspiciously after the crime. You have to have that crime occur thing. So in Australia, so if a cop sees you suspiciously, acting suspiciously, they are proactive. In America, it's passive. Yeah, so, but then, I mean, that's just one part of it. Because like, another part is, if a police officer detain you, in America, you got Fifth Amendment right, all right? So I can say, you can, I don't need to answer your question, I can just say, I need a lawyer. The cops have to stop you. Yeah, the U.S. Constitution protects a lot of police action to people, where the American, like myself, because I'm American, right? It doesn't. You don't realize that until you actually live in a place that Constitution does not exist, all right? So in the state, if I got pulled over, or if I'm actually arrested, not pulled over, you can. I mean, unless you are under arrest, they read you the Miranda right, then you can just say, I want a lawyer, and they have to stop talking to you. Anything they say will be done. You can't use that, all right? In Australia, that's why it does not exist. And you may not actually get a lawyer when you got arrested. Because like here, legal aid is actually, well, you get lawyer representation, but you can't get that immediately. And they can talk to you. I think there's a case in the High Court of New South Wales saying that police officers only have to wait for a reasonable amount of time, which is below 2 hours, what they define reasonable amount of time, for a lawyer to show up before they ask you a question. And that is not actually in the law, and that's just courtesy. So you can say like, all right, even say if you're arrested in Australia, right? If you say like, all right, I want a lawyer, they can still keep asking you questions, and they will use that question. I mean, they're not used to the question. They will use the answer to actually go against you. Even if they read the there's not called Miranda here. They call what's that called? The right to remain silent. So there's a name for that. I just can't remember out of my mind. So what happened is you're like, they will tell you to sit down. They'll talk to you, and you have to tell them your name. Otherwise, you're like, it's illegal. In America, you can say, screw you, I'm not going to tell you anything. That's include my name and address. In Australia, you have to tell them your name and address. Otherwise, that's an arrestable offense. So what happened is in America, you can actually say like, I'm not going to tell you anything, right? If you find it, you find it. Yeah, the caution, yeah. Yeah, the caution, yeah. I forgot about that name. I mean, the name, because I'm sick. Yeah, in America, if they rate you a Miranda right, you can say, I want a lawyer, and that will be over, all right? In Australia, or I don't know about Britain, but in Australia, if they caution you, you can say, I want a lawyer, you can say whatever. They will still ask you a question, and if you answer any question, as per the High Court said, in a reasonable amount of time, then they can still use it, regardless. I mean, that's just how it goes, because you don't have the Fourth and Fifth Amendment protecting you from the police. That's why in America you get a lot of leeway as a citizen. By the way, in Australia, if you are arrested by the police, the lawyer will tell you to answer every question. There's no comment. I won't comment anything. No comment. They will ask you a question, and then you have to answer all the questions. There's no comment. You can't say like, oh, I want to answer the question, but the next one, no comment. That doesn't work that way. You have to tell them all the answer, except for your name and address. No comment. If you don't tell them your name and address, they can arrest you right then and there. Police can arrest you right then and there. You don't need to be like have a probable cause or whatever. That's already a summary offense, so they can do that for you, on you, not for you. So yeah. Korea, new. Oh, DLC. Can I still see what's the DLC? Oh, one DLC, $4.55. I can buy it. Did they have a highway patrol one? I just saw online. Like, gender. It's different. Oh, what? So, Danny Lopez, Frank Miller, Rudy Salih, Noah J. Jones. Yeah, I'm gonna go Danny Lopez. Oh, that's another dude. What do you mean inverted look? Game mode casual, tutorial on. Yeah, probably. What was that? Yali Alley, Brighton, address. Birthday, location, October 3rd, 1990. So it was like 34? Married. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. All right, stop. Yeah. Caution. Oh, is that still loading or what? Pick a district. What? What do you mean pick a district? I think. Oh, now I can pick a district. There's only one. Call out party ticket. DLC patrol car, combat police vehicle, two-waiter gun, call out sports speeder, Beaufort landing, Chester, minor accident. All right. New ship available. New day at the office. Check the new ship. So what do I do? Take day off. Yeah, I can take a day off already. So, all right. So in case you don't know how police officers work, police officers do done thing in shift. It could be back. It could be whatever. But if you like a so-called high demand job like a detective, you usually pull back to back because you don't have enough people. What usually happen is in a shift, you do like 8 hours or 7, forgot. Oh wait, yeah, it should be 8 hours shift. 8 hours. So you got free shift, the day, evening, and the graveyard. And then I don't know, probably other department they got differently. I mean, I mean, I can't say. I guess for every department in the U.S. or the New South Wales. In New South Wales, you got like I think similar shift. I think they have a 6 hour shift instead of 8. They usually because the other thing is in America you got the department, you got different law enforcement agency. In Australia you got one. Well, you got 7 because you got 7 states in Australia. But in America, you got different municipal police, like you got city police, what we call PD, or you got the county police or county law enforcement, what we call sheriff. And then you got the state police, and then you got the federal police, like FBI, a 12-hour shift. Is it 12? I don't know. Again, I wasn't a police officer in New South Wales. I just taught their interrogation technique because what they do you interrogate differently. I'll go on with this anyway later on. But anyway, I thought they said 12, 6. I'm thinking about 12 before, but I just don't remember. Is that 6 or 12? Because yeah, I don't remember. I need to ask my friend because, as I said in the opening, I was never a police officer in Australia, but I just know how they work because like I still need to look at the charter or something. I mean, like the menu and stuff. Anyway, in police officer, like in a state, you have like different police agency. Like you got different jurisdiction. Like a state, you got like 16 other different like police agency. You got the state police. You got the just all the things that I mentioned. In Australia, a state have its own police force, and that's it. Yeah, I don't know because like I have no idea. I know the training manual because I have studied it to teach them the difference between finding out the truth and finding out the it's all about searching for truth or searching for conviction or confession. Because in America, it's more about looking for a confession. So we have all kinds of like interrogation technique. Like you can ask them open question. You can do a lot of stuff. But in Australia or if it's again NSW police, you can't do that. You have to look for the truth. So what you do is it's like an interview. You tell them a piece of fact that then they have to confront that fact. You can't lie to them. You gotta say, well, you can say like pull out a photo from a screen grab, not grab, from CCTV and say like, is that you? And you have to be possibly sure that was him when you're talking to him. But in America, you can ask, where are you from? Where are you on? What's the date? On the 10th of July between 1 to 3 p.m. Where are you? You have to tell them then. But in Australia, you can't do that. If you do that, the interrogation is invalid because you can't actually deviate the answer. You can't actually suggest the answer. So open question is not allowed in Australia. You can only ask them, is that you? Or is that your gun? Or is that your registration number? I mean, the car. Or this and that. Is that your phone number? And your phone number, I mean, you're like the mobile phone track or whatever, right? Is that your phone number? So did you make this call between that and that to that person? I mean, you have to confront them with the facts. You can't actually say like, all right, did you call this guy? Or did you tell them whatever? You can't actually have open question like that in the state. In Australia, you can have that in the state. In the state, they want you to confess. you're playing a mind game, essentially, to people, to the suspect. So how you see it is actually an issue. You have to be close if you actually want them to confess. But you start off, well, if you look at a lot of US cops, what's that called, interview video or interrogation video, they generally sit from afar to close up because they want to warm you up. They want to go to that direction, saying like, all right, you need to please me. You need to tell me what you want to tell me. And then I try to break it down. So as I break it down, I get closer and closer and closer. So, and then at the end of an interview, oftentimes you see him sitting next to the guy or girl, whatever people they on the interview. In Australia, it's always the cop sit on one side, the suspect sit on the other. You don't do anything. You expect their boundaries. But anyway, yeah, that's just how it is. It may have been 12 hours. I need to ask a friend of mine who's a cop for a long time here in Australia. But I just don't remember quite off my head. And I'm not really... I've been taking like 16 drugs, prescription, not with a doctor prescription, not recreational drugs. Anyway, that's what I do. Bonus. Issue parking ticket.
Hello, officer. It's your first day on the job, and your first shift is to issue parking tickets. So be on the lookout for vehicles violating parking regulations. Be on your guard and show presence when you encounter other violations. Always remember to have reasonable suspicion before you detain someone and a probable cause with sufficient evidence before making an arrest. Now, some days are better than the others, and remember, every day is different.
That's wrong.
Good luck.
Thank you.
That's wrong. That's wrong if this is America. You can't detain someone with reasonable suspicions. You can tell them, all right? Detain and arrest is most likely the term that they use. Say like, we just got this is the holding area. Where's Sally Point? Or do I walk? Are you kidding me? On the first day. By the way, first day in the police, you go, first of all, you don't get to become a cop when you are fresh out of police academy.
We've been getting a lot of calls concerning the parking situation over the last few days. Will you keep your eyes open, officer?
I can take that.
In America, it's called a rookie. So you have to around, I think 6 months, or depends on jurisdiction. No jurisdiction, you have to be staying rookie for like 6 months. Then we have to have a sergeant to train you. In Australia, that's what we call probie, a probationary constable. Then you will have you have to stay in that position for 18 months. I'm gonna jaywalk because I'm a cop. I don't care. And this car, so they are traveling in this direction, right? So this car is correct, and this car is not. How do I issue a ticket? It's very easy, right? I mean, parking ticket. Position and alignment, yeah, wrong direction. Earn point based on your action in the game, shift point, reward, conduct point, penalty. For example, by the way, when you're a rookie, you actually sit on the sergeant's car or training. Well, depends on who trains you. I mean, you could be a sergeant, you could be a police officer, third class, whatever. It depends on the shift, and it depends on the ranks and stuff. So anyway, when you're a police officer, when you're a trainee rookie, you don't do shit. You would literally give them coffee. You ride shotgun. You learn from the sergeant or whatever, especially first shift. And then what they would do is they would gotta let you into the show you how to do stuff, like how to properly call out a traffic infringement and how to actually issue a ticket or whatever. And then what you do is learn, look, watch, and learn. You don't issue your ticket yourself. That's no way, no how. Not that's not actually really realistic in both Australia and US police. You don't do that the first day, the first shift. You don't do that as a rookie at all. I mean, yeah, maybe later point your rookie days maybe, but no, not when you go. Like you don't go balls deep into it on the first day.
How you doing, officer?
Okay, this is expire meter, so even though he has a handicap thing, it doesn't matter because I'm not sure if I can give him like both because he's on the wrong direction. Technically, you can give him both. Can I give him again? Expire meter. You just lost your first. Are you kidding me? Unless you can have like a multiple thing, which you shouldn't be, because each ticket have to be specified what you are getting a ticket for. So, for example, this car has an expire meter and probably in the wrong direction. So what he says, I can either give him a ticket for wrong direction or expire meter, but cannot be both. That's not really, or unless no, it's expired. Why I can't give him 2 tickets? Nah, whatever. It's a where? I was watching the other side, the other way. Anyway, speed limit 45. Valid. I don't know, is that this way? Yeah. Oncoming traffic? Okay, this guy valid. This guy on the curb, even though it's valid, I'm gonna give a ticket. You can't park on the curb, man. Technically, so see, you got like a position alignment. You got 3, right? Too far into the street and on sidewalk and run right here. This is very easy. When you're on sidewalk, you automatically break the rule. You've broken the rule when you're on sidewalk. Wrong direction is the same. You can't go counter traffic. But too far in the street may not actually be an issue. I don't know if you know, sometimes parking spot is marked. All right, even side street like this, it will have a white line here, another line here, or it will have something called what we call shoulder. A shoulder means like you have a line coming from the side, go straight to where I'm walking all the way. One thing actually, to actually mark a spot that you can park. If you have a shoulder or if you have a dedicated parking space, you can't actually give him a ticket, even though if he is like a 6-inch off the curb. You can't, unless he park outside that line. Then you can, but it may not be because like now. This is a big car, right? But there's sometimes like a small car like this one. This one is actually not acceptable. Well, it probably be acceptable here, but because like normally you would take like 2 steps from the curb to get into your car. That's not acceptable. But again, if there's like a marked spot or a shoulder, then it's okay unless you don't get the Oh, but I have to check the sign. Where? Okay, 12 noon to 4 p.m. Friday. What's that? Monday. No, it doesn't matter then. Anyway, yeah, that's just how it is. And that guy is wrong side again. Gotta just give him wrong side. Wrong direction. And then you have like all kind of weird parking instruction, like weird to curb, 45 degree to curb, whatever. All those together just can mess you up. I don't think you can interrogate people in this game. You're not a detective, right? But people may ask, what's a police officer do when a police detective do? And the police detective always outrank an officer. Actually, police detective is us. Whoa. What? Why would I need to give it? For real, man. That's like a crossing, right? You hit me, and I'm a police officer. I'm crossing the street on a crossing. Yeah, actually my fault because I didn't watch it. I didn't know there's a light because I'm talking. Anyway, yeah, police detective is just a specialist police officer that got trained and had to take an exam called detective entry exam, or detective entrance test, or whatever they call it. They have an exam, like different state of different exam, and you can actually take a further exam if you want to do like further law enforcement. But I think they may have unified that because that was like a few like 20 years ago. I mean, they probably were unifying tests or something. I don't know what other police detectives do in our state. I just know my state. Anyway, this car is on the curb. So what they do as police detectives is they teach you how to handle crime scene and how to handle interrogation, how to get information from people. Wrong. It's sidewalk. And then what a normal officer do is just normal policing, like this, like giving out speeding ticket, parking ticket, law enforcement, arrest people, execute warrant. Patrolling, all those, you are taught with. Oh, I forgot to check. I didn't check the meter. You were taught with normal policing stuff, like in the state, and it's different between in the U.S. and in Australia. In Australia, you actually have to pass a course. It's like a diploma course. Like you literally have to go to school to be a police officer, and then they teach you a lot of stuff like around how to enforce law. It may sound strange, but you have to learn how to enforce law because like not all laws are enforceable. I mean, it also depends on circumstances and what's your I want to say ability. It's a loss of word. I can't. Not ability, but circumstances. Yeah, the term circumstances. Say, in what way you gotta execute this law, but not that one. I mean, yeah, you will see a person that stupid cat. You saw a person that actually driving erratically. And then you stop them. What kind of thing that you go with? Oh, you can go with speeding, and you can go with. Well, it actually depends on how you actually see the situation and how to enforce the law. You have to identify the law and enforce it accordingly. That's what I want to say. But in Australia, they also teach you how to handle customer. You literally, hey, what? Someone just greeted you. How do I greet? Quick back. Yep.
You can leave now. Have a great day. Hi, citizen.
I think it's too late, right? Oh, this guy, this girl. But a jaywalk is not a detainable offense. Actually, nobody actually. You can write him a ticket. What issue violation?
I have to fine you for jaywalking. It will cost you $25.
Ugh, I can't believe this is
This
happening.
department is really, really money hungry. Let's go. By the way, a crime is not a crime until one thing. What? Until one thing is actually satisfied. That's called mens res. So, say like if I'm going to a mall and arrest someone for shoplifting, you can actually arrest someone for shoplifting. If you go to someone's, if you go through checkout without paying, you have to be able to show the person that you arrest is actually have the intention of shoplifting. So how do you show that? Well, first of all, usually you shoplift more than one item, like a chocolate bar and a piece of chewing gum. That shows it, because you can't be serious. I mean, the more item you quote unquote mistook, I mean, you probably, well, okay, fine. I can let you say, I would say, like, if you mistook like a gum or whatever, right? Like a gum, a stick of gum, then you probably say, all right, I just do it by mistake. I mean, sometimes I actually do that too. I mistook something. Once I actually took out cat litter without actually paying, and then just ride through the checkout. Well, I actually bring it back and pay when I realize it. But I mean, like, that is not shoplifting. You just forgot to pay. That's all right. Like if you have a gum and a chocolate bar, for example, then that increases the probability of shoplifting, because you don't. I mean, it doesn't make sense that you didn't pay for both. And if the only thing you do is, say, like, if you get out of a checkout without actually paying for anything, that's also an indication that you are actually doing it for purpose. You have the mens res.
Nice to see you.
Yo. Ow, stupid. It's this guy, right? How can I go back? So it's actually nothing. I'll just walk by like some. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. It's a different sale. Maybe they change it now. But usually, that's why you can give a verbal warning for infraction like that. You don't actually arrest them all the time. But if you say, like, okay, somebody walk out of a checkout counter without paying anything in their pocket, then yes, you can arrest them. Like if you stole like 2 cans of Coke, one chocolate bar, or whatever, I don't know, shoplift. Anyway, then yeah, you can arrest them. But usually, if it's just like a small amount or one or 2 pieces, then you usually just let them move on, because they're not gonna charge them anyway. It's very hard to show mens res, so you may just let them, don't do it next time. What's that freaking pound? Why everybody Mongo curves, man? What's that smoke? Alright. I discovered a little interest Burger Haven. The hell? J-Rock. Law is for you, not for me. Because I am a police officer. I'm joking. Citizen, do not talk on the phone while you're walking. That's very easy. They cause an accident. Well, I can't stop you speaking on the phone while you're walking, but I can actually keep talking to you while you're talking on the phone. What? So yeah. Got it. I don't think you can park here, right? And the guy in front Okay. Oh, no, that's fine. This guy not fine. Wrong direction. Yeah, wrong direction. What am I thinking? The rich part. By the way, even though if this is disabled parking, they should have well, I don't know. Maybe they change it now in the state, but in Australia, if you have disabled parking, it just give you the right to park in a disabled spot, not give you one park forever. I'm glad. On the sidewalk. In the state, used to be when you it doesn't affect the yeah, no, it didn't affect the what's this? Oh, littering, right? Is that littering? Violation. I'm gonna take it
for littering. That will be $25.
Yeah, in the state they used to have like a dedicated parking spot. Yeah, I don't care. You're angry. Expire mutant. And again, it's strange that you can't actually double tap. What did I do? What? I thought we were giving some ticket else. I don't know. Something else for the ticket. I don't know. Hooray! Stop your car! What? Hold up. God damn, man. No, nobody is respect police officers anymore. I don't even know if I already did this. This street is done. This car's gone anyway. Giant head. Who named this place? And this is a police station, right? I'm gonna go the other side. I have in different jurisdiction of different. I think you can't park here because you don't have marriage. No parking Wednesday. Was that just lucky spot? Yeah, that's lucky spot. Oops, no parking Wednesday.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hi.
I don't understand what you have to, what you're doing to really. It didn't. This guy would have been done because you park in the bus stop. So it should be special parking zone. Where's bus stop? Bus stop. Yep. Got about the bus stop, dude. That's the rule. It's the same everywhere. Hey, you locked me up. What the hell, dude? What? So usually cop don't give out parking ticket. There's a parking enforcement, or in Australia called rangers. Well, a cop can tow your car, or of course they can do it, but usually they just don't. Although there are no coders. Well, you gotta get people gonna take pot shot at you if you underperform, but there's no coder. You don't have to send like 100 tickets a month in order to keep in the files. And the other guy's like, alright. Is that one way street? Is that one way street? Yeah. Taxi stand. think that's one-way street, right? I don't know. I'm new. I wasn't even familiar with the land. Somebody should have taken me out for the route that I'm gonna work, and then feel the lay of the land. Yeah, I know so this is a one-way street. I don't know. I mean, like you